Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Hy-Vee Today on Fat Tuesday. Can you believe it? Fat Tuesday is here. Don't forget your king cake. And as it says, and I want Cody to show you this with the fancy zoom technology on that nice camera. Cody, come in on that warning label, will ya? If you're going to celebrate with the king's cake, please don't eat the plastic beads or the plastic baby. Hi, we're all adults for the most part, I think, that watch this show. If I have to warn you, now zoom out, Cody, and show them the plastic beads and the aforementioned plastic baby. Please don't eat the plastic beads or the plastic baby and the king cake. I don't want your Fat Tuesday to end with a trip to the regular hospital, right? I just want to make sure. I just love that there's a sticker. Like at some point, somebody bought this and ate the beads, and they're like, you know what we got to do? We got to put a sticker on this so that people stop eating the plastic. I just think it's great that we have to tell people to not eat plastic. So it's Fat Tuesday, day before Lent will officially start. If you're going to be observing Lent, will you be giving anything up for Lent? Will you be not eating meat on Fridays? Any plans like that? Something else you could have on Fat Tuesday, another tradition would be the punchkis. I think that's how you say it. Punchkis, pachkis. You say punchki, I say pachki. I don't know how you say it, but these look good. We've got, it's so heavy, you can see the box is like bowing. That's how heavy these are. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. That's how heavy these punchkis are. So there's a great display near the front of the store, and we're ready to go for Fat Tuesday. And it's really just an excuse to eat a whole bunch of food. And, you know, it's kind of like if you were going to carb load before running a marathon. This would just be eating all the things that you like. And then the thought is if you're going to give something up for Lent, you'll not eat something for 40 days. I don't know. I haven't really thought about if I'm going to give anything up for Lent. Maybe I'll give up being so devilishly handsome, and I'll just let myself go. Ryan, I'm going to give up haircuts for Lent this year, and I'm going to grow my hair out nice and long. So don't forget, celebrate. Che, can we go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam that is set up near the front of the store just to show peeps that we've got, or people, we've got a display if you need some Mardi Gras stuff. So maybe it's a mask, maybe it's some flowers. There's the world's largest Mardi Gras balloon that's not in the shot. It's the biggest balloon ever. If we would have had it in the shot, all you would see is a balloon. So that's right at the front of the store, king cake and the poochkis. I still don't even think I'm saying it right, but, you know, I'm trying. All right, so happy Fat Tuesday to all of you. And hi to our friend Jen Chapin on Facebook, who's watching us live. Jen did a great job on the show with us yesterday. We appreciate her time. So I wanted to mention Fat Tuesday, and then Ryan, I was going to grab a bag of this, but I didn't. Ryan, if you go to the Hy-Vee Facebook page, there is a picture of that keto-friendly pancake mix that I posted yesterday afternoon. We just got this into the health market, and I promise we're going to get to our first guest in just a second, but this is really exciting as someone that's been on a keto diet. There it is right there. It's the Birch Benders pancake mix, keto-friendly. All you do is add water, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's so good that I'm getting choked up thinking about it. You add water to the mix. I bought both of those last night, the chocolate chip and the original pancake mix. They all have, both of them have a 20-cent fuel saver, so I got 40 cents on my fuel saver, and I had pancakes for dinner with some sugar-free syrup because I'm boring now. I realized that as I was eating these last night, I was like, what have I become? Keto pancakes and sugar-free syrup. I used to be cool. I used to have the sugar in my life, but I don't. So check that out while supplies last. Don't miss it. All right, let's get to our first guest. We've got Judy Connor with us with CNS Pageant Systems, and Kaylee Boyce also with CNS Pageant Systems, making their first appearances on the show. Judy, thank you for being here.
Welcome.
Kaylee,
thank you for having us.
We've known each other for a while, but this is the first time I'm meeting the great Judy. So thank you. You, Judy, were sitting here on March 5th, but in just the blink of an eye, we know how quickly time goes by, ladies. We'll be getting ready for the CNS pageant, which when I say that it's on June 1st, that might appear like it's a long ways away, but it's not.
Nope,
so at this point, are we looking for entries for contestants to get signed up?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're on a limited time.
Yep.
Limited time, right?
time.
Okay, so what's the easiest way for somebody watching to get someone signed up? And then, second question: what are the ages that you're looking for participants?
The easiest way would be on my website,
Okay.
which would be CNS Pageant Systems.
Okay.
And my email would be Connor, small letters, CONNOR, Judy with an I at msn.com. And also, I've got my phone number. I won't put on here, but I've got the phone number on there.
Maybe we'll share it later when you're
Later,
gone, Judy. No,
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
yeah.
But what type of ages are?
They're
are we
4
looking
to
for?
15.
4 to 15 years old.
They're
Okay.
different categories.
Excellent. So yeah, let's
And,
talk about the categories.
Yeah, the categories are 4 to 6.
Okay.
So we divide them up 7 to 9.
Okay.
10 to 12, and 13 to 15.
Wow. So
Right.
that's quite the. I just had a girl. I have a 5-month-old baby girl,
Oh.
and my wife tells me when my wife was growing up, she participated in some pageants. So I
Right.
have a feeling that in a couple of years we'll be maybe seeing if Lucy's interested. When you start with someone that's 4 years old, Judy, I mean, and I don't know, right? I don't have experience. Certainly you do, but how are the 4-year-olds typically? I mean, it's kind of like their first.
Normal. We
They're
like them
fun.
normal,
Yeah.
fun.
Fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're
wild.
So
yeah, active.
wild. You.
Oh,
wait a
I
minute.
love it. I love
Judy's
it.
going.
It's-
Judy's going on record saying she wants them to be wild.
Wild
Really?
and active.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh,
Yes,
that
I want
is
them to be
fantastic.
themselves. We always tell
Okay.
the moms, the parents, this is not like the John Bonet or any other pageant.
Okay.
With all, no makeup, no foo-foo, no tanning, no anything. We want them to be their normal self and to act like their normal self. And our judges that we get every year,
Sure.
they know what we stand for.
That's good. Okay,
Yes,
so let's
yes.
talk about that for a second. So are you, at this point, the event is coming up on June 1st. Do you have your judges selected?
No, I
No.
usually wait right a month
Okay.
before
Okay.
because the parents always ask who they are, and we don't reveal that
Oh,
until it's
that's
time.
interesting. Okay.
Yep, conflict of interest. We
Yes.
try and get people that
Sure.
are
Yeah.
obviously familiar with the pageant program
Yeah.
and have the qualifications to judge those categories. And
And I usually try to bring back at least one of my past queens or
Okay.
hospitality or princess.
To have them help
because they're
out.
familiar
Yes.
with that.
Okay.
Yes.
Ryan, we have the pamphlet that I sent you in the email. Can we put that on the screen? So, and you've brought some of them with,
Yes,
and
yes.
this is kind of what folks would need to get signed up.
Information on
And
there
then,
and then fill out.
Ryan, check your phone too if you get a second. So this is where you would grab this and
Send
fill
that
it
to me.
out,
Yep.
get it to Judy, and it's got. I mean, this, ladies, this has everything on it,
On
right?
the back has all the information for
Okay.
them.
it's got the different age categories.
Mm-hmm.
It's got her phone number and her address, email address. So if you have any questions,
Yeah.
we'll leave these here. And if anybody wants to stop out and grab
Yeah.
one, we did extend the deadline till Friday.
Okay, this Friday.
This Friday
Oh my,
is the
okay.
last day to sign up
Right.
for the pageant. And it's most people ask me, why should I sign my daughter up for
Sure.
the pageant? And in my opinion, this is a great opportunity for not only girls to open up out of their shell and learn how to be a member of our community at such a young age, with helping with organizations or coming out to meet the mayor and go to meet the firefighters in Muscatine. Those people are important, and it's nice that they get that opportunity to meet them and kind of see what they do. But it's also a great way to showcase your performing arts as well, because we do offer the talent category as an optional category that's not a part of the scoring for who becomes Little Miss Muscatine, but we do give the option and an award for talent as a category. And there are, we have River City All-Stars, we've got Momentum, many dance studios in Muscatine, and performing arts, girls that sing. And
Sure.
it's just a great way to be able to show off all your hard work that you did in a different format.
So Judy, for you, I mean, you are the originator.
Right.
You are.
Right.
You kind of started this all
Right.
a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder, I mean, all of the stories, all of the girls, whether they started at whatever age, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they participated until they were 15. I mean, hundreds, right?
Right.
Maybe
right.
over
Tons.
that amount.
Right. And they come back. Their daughters are coming back now.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that's such a wild
I've
experience.
had a lot of that.
And,
yeah.
and I imagine that it's been so rewarding for you, because one of the things that I've always heard about, women being involved in pageants from an early age can really help with confidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I imagine that you've got just boxes of like thank you cards, and you've heard firsthand.
Albums. Every year
Yeah.
we save our albums, our photo albums. And we have girls that I still deal with, like
Sure.
Melissa Hendricks
Yeah.
Wolf. And she is on JTV now.
I was gonna say.
Yes.
So,
And-
from last year's program, so
Yeah.
Melissa,
Yep.
right, she's on jewelry television.
Yes, yes.
It's super cool. Her story
And
is great.
We've had girls that have gone on to Miss Iowa,
Mhm.
become first runner-ups or second runner-ups to
or
Miss
even Miss
America.
Iowa.
Wow.
And have been Miss Iowas. And yes, we've had, the experience of the interview is the basic of what we're looking for the girls to feel comfortable. We want them to be themselves.
Sure.
But not programmed, but it helps them with the speaking skills
The
for
public
not
speaking.
only,
Yep.
not only for getting a new job,
Sure.
becoming,
Meeting new people.
education when they get
I
older.
just bet. I mean, I bet there's so many ways you can measure it, right? I mean, socially, it'll help so much.
Right.
Which then will help when if you do this, participate in this event, whether it's a daughter or granddaughter or niece or whomever, they get to school that next year. They've got this boost of self-confidence.
Right.
Absolutely.
Maybe they
Right.
become more outgoing, or you
Right.
get them to come out of their shell a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of positives for sure. And quite frankly, you don't get to sit here and talk about the 38th annual event if it's not having some
Right.
positive, lasting impact.
Absolutely.
right?
I think the one thing that I most push too is that we don't allow the moms to be backstage. They have to have a chaperone.
Okay.
And the reason why I do
Interesting.
that is because when I used to live in Texas, and of course that's where it started, was down in Texas of pageants.
Sure.
And I saw so much abuse with the moms because the daughters wasn't doing what they wanted them to do.
Gotcha.
My youngest daughter grew up in pageants,
Okay.
and my oldest daughter kind of kept me in line for that as well because
Sure.
I was a mom. But and so the moms, the moms
We like to
at
keep it
first,
stress-free.
yes,
Yes.
the moms don't quite understand that at first until they see why. And so many of the little ones, they're so some of them are shy when we start out, but by the time they get all the hugs and the gifts and the kisses and all the things we do with them to make it fun, by the time they're done, the parents are just floored of how well they are.
And they make friends.
Yes.
I
a lot
mean,
of
I've
friends.
met
That-
so many people
Yeah.
because of pageants. It's my grandma. I've grown up.
Yeah.
I was born into pageants, and so many important people in my life. Lisa Johnson, our assistant director, she's a huge part of our program.
Right.
She unfortunately is not able to be here with us today, but I mean, there are so many people that by joining the organization
I bet.
and competing in the pageant one time. We have lifers now. I
Yeah.
mean, there's people that
Volunteer.
our family volunteer, want to come back and help because they've aged out. There's girls that want to come back and judge, or like she says, they have kids that come back and now and are doing
it's
the
such
pageants.
a great history,
Yes.
right? For sure.
And
then,
one thing that we like too is that we make sure they're involved in the community as
Okay.
much as we can. We're good friends with the mayor and with the council and everyone in town. And we make sure, and the parents, they aren't involved in the community as much as they should be. And this kind of helps them become more involved in our community as well.
in your program, and I'm sitting here cheating and looking at
Yeah.
last year's, there's a couple of things that are in bold, and I appreciate it, and you've kind of touched on it, but this no stress.
Right.
So, stereotypically, we think about pageants, stress would be something that could be
Yes.
synonymous with it,
Yes.
but that's where you come back to not having the moms involved with respect to wanting the girls to be able to focus on what they're doing. It's
Right.
already enough pressure. Can you
Yes.
imagine being on a stage? I can't imagine.
The most
I've never
important
done
part
it.
of the pageant is that the girl is having fun and wants
Sure.
to be up on that stage.
And Judy, why is that not the case everywhere else? Regionally across the country, why has the focus shifted from? I mean, you seem to have originated that idea of no stress, low
Right.
key, laid back. It seems like every other scenario we can look at, pageant, whatever, it always just seems to be pressure,
It's
stress,
competition.
anxiety. Right.
It's the
High
winning. It's the
competition.
winning. It's
Yeah.
the winning part of it. They want them to
Absolutely.
win.
Sure.
And like we tell the parents, you don't use the word win at all in your vocabulary.
Interesting.
They're all
Okay.
winners. They all
Okay.
get crowned on stage. It just happens there are 4 girls that happen to represent Muscatine that year.
Okay.
And so we make sure to stress that as much as possible.
So we talk about the 4 girls that will represent. What are those titles that we hand out? that you'll hand out?
Little Miss.
Little Miss Muscatine,
Okay.
Junior
Miss Muscatine.
Okay.
Junior Miss Muscatine, Preteen Miss Muscatine, and Junior Teen Muscatine.
So junior teen, would that be your 4 to
That would
6
be-
year old?
No.
Junior
that's
Teen
little.
would be our oldest.
The
So,
oldest. Sorry, I
so
went in
Little
reverse
Miss
order.
Muscatine
Obviously,
is the original.
I understand the pageant lingo. So Little Miss is the youngest.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That makes sense.
These
Yes.
categories were added after she actually she used to do Iowa
Little Miss at
National
first.
Preteen and
Okay.
Preteen Petite pageant, which
Gotcha.
was a state pageant. All 50 states held a pageant, and they
Wow.
went to
In
Florida every
Florida.
year for nationals.
And I was on
Jeez
national
Louise.
staff.
So once that pageant kind of retired and was no longer an organization anymore, that's when we added the other titles to Little Miss, because Little Miss originally was just 4 to 6, way back
Gotcha.
in the day when it started in 1981.
And for people that don't know, Kaylee, Judy is your grandma.
Yes,
which
abs- yep.
It's exciting to
grams.
be able to share this with her, right?
Absolutely.
And to support CNS pageant systems and to keep it going strong. So the deadline to sign up is this Friday.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
Friday.
gosh.
So they need to actually call me or get on my website.
Right.
The application is on the website. Saves me time
Good,
from
good.
mailing it, and they can copy it off and send it to me.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's good for them to call me first to alert.
Yeah.
As you can see, what's on television, we were invited, my
Mm-hmm.
2 older queens were invited to help at the Shine up in the Quad Cities. That was
Okay, so talk about that event. It was basically like a formal evening dance.
It was a
for-
prom for the special needs,
Special
boys
needs
and
folks,
girls.
and a lot of
over
people-
700
My gosh.
that we crowned. And there was Miss Iowa there, Miss Muscatine, about 11 queens that were there helping.
Wow.
And it was just an experience that you just can't describe. We all dressed up like prom as well.
And it was with the Tim Tebow Foundation. Is that
Yes,
correct?
he
Okay.
sponsors it, and usually he goes to at least one
Okay.
during the time, but didn't make it ours. But he talked on the big screen to us.
So many great pictures that we're looking
We
at.
take a lot of pictures. The girls
Yeah.
have a lot of big albums. We go. That's to the nursing home that we
Yeah.
delivered cookies to each room. All the girls did.
Every single room?
Every
Yep.
single room.
Knock on every door and
And
meet
then-
every resident at Sunnybrook.
And then
They
went
try
out to
and
the
go.
middle area for
Yeah.
their dinner and sang with them and talked with them. And then we've been to the hospital, Muscatine. We donate over 50 to 100 bears every year for Christmas for Muscatine.
That is fantastic.
And then Iowa City,
Yeah.
that's up at Iowa City. We donated about $2,000 worth of toys to Iowa City for the children and Ronald McDonald House, a lot of books.
And that
stuff.
fundraiser we actually started when I ran for Miss Iowa, when I was Miss Fruitland.
Yes.
And we've continued to be able to do the fundraiser through CNS pageant systems and
Yeah.
keep it going. So that's
It's
kind of
so-
near and dear to my heart.
I was going to say, it's so much more. It transcends
Right.
one
Absolutely.
evening. It
Well, that's
certainly-
why we try to, Tony, that's why I try to stress it isn't really pageant, it's a program.
Right.
Because pageant they associate with the other side of it.
Sure.
And with us, we like to say it's a nonprofit officially through the state of Iowa. Every year we have to sign, taxes and all that stuff
Yeah.
with that. And so that's why we try to make sure that everybody knows it's a program. It's a self-esteem program for the girls.
That's a big deal.
It
and
is.
for sure, being able to have a fun night, June 1st, coming up soon. Deadline this Friday, by the way, which is March 8th.
Yes.
So don't miss out on that. But then to be able to do things throughout the course of the year to
Right.
get the girls out
Right.
and so that they can.
And that's part of having the crown and sash. That's part of having the
Absolutely.
title. You
Yeah.
know, the girl
Yeah.
that's able to go out there and speak to the public
Yep.
and do all those wonderful activities that we require the girls to do throughout the year.
Well, and they become, quite frankly, they become
Self-esteem.
ambassadors for
Yeah,
Muscatine
absolutely.
County, right?
Absolutely.
And you want them to be well represented and at the right places. Any participations in like parades or things like
Oh, yeah.
that? Yeah.
All the parades.
Judy,
any
how many
parade.
parades do you think you've been in?
Oh
over
my
the years?
goodness, it's hard to say. I'm not in them myself,
Well,
but
you
my
should.
girls are.
You've
But-
walked a
Come on,
few.
she should.
Yeah,
She should.
I walk them.
She
with
should
them.
ride. She should be
Right,
riding
I
in
was
the
just
front.
gonna
No,
say.
no.
So,
Leading the
Judy,
girls.
I'm behind the scenes type of
No.
person.
You need to be riding in the car. Do you have a good parade wave?
Yeah. No.
Is there an official
Can
pageant?
you show you what the little ones do?
Yes. That's the
That's
Judy
the-
Connor.
that's
That's
for the
the
little ones.
4-year-old wave. Would you? But
For
is
the older
there?
ones, it's just like a nice.
Is it
little-
not an elbow thing? Why am I moving my
we-
elbow so much?
We tell
Haley,
them,
help
we
me
tell
out. Is
them
there not
to
a thing?
We
Am
tell them to
I-
relax. They're not like
Yes.
this.
Beyonce dance. Is that what's happening right now? I thought there was an official wave. Is there
No,
not?
we just tell them that they have to keep their.
Ryan, I could have had a shot in the pageant game. Look at me.
Yes.
Mr.
No way.
Plus Size
There's
Muscatine.
one thing I've had people
Yeah.
want to do the boys. I said, no way. No.
What about a Mr. Big and Tall Muscatine?
We did that for Great River Days one year.
You did?
We had 2 entries.
It was called, oh, you had 2 entries.
Yes.
That must have been before my time. It would
Yeah,
have absolutely
that's
shown
bad,
up.
yeah.
All right, so this year's theme is This Is Us.
Yes.
And you put together a giant book every year?
Yep, a program book. The girls
This
get
thing is awesome,
Yeah,
right?
it's
I mean,
pretty
this
nice.
has literally everything you could
ads
need
and
in it.
support of the community with the ads.
Yep.
The girls can get prizes when they do ads, and we tell the moms to take the girls, and the girls should ask because that gets their.
I was going to say, this
Yeah,
is like
they
a,
get
it's like a
themselves.
yearbook, essentially. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so much great stuff in here.
And we put
Here's
all
the memories.
pictures, as many
Right.
pictures as we can on our fun memory pages
Yeah.
for the girls of what they've done. They will bring their scrapbooks to the Get Acquainted meeting, which will be next week here at Hy-Vee
Oh, nice.
in the community
Good.
center, and so that everybody can see what they have done.
Yeah. Do you have any big plans for the 40th anniversary, which will be coming up soon?
Not really.
Okay. I feel like
Not yet.
I feel like you're not telling me the truth, Judy,
Not
and
yet,
you're just.
yeah.
well, our
giving us
hopes
a
is
little
that
bit
we're
of a
able to
teaser.
get to the 40th, so we
Okay.
need lots of girls
not
to
quite
sign
there
up.
yet.
So
Okay.
Not
All
quite
right.
there
So we
yet.
want to make sure that the 38th.
Oh, there's one of my
annual
girls crowning at that
Oh,
prom.
this is at the Shine
this is
event.
at the
Ryan, go back
Shine.
to that one picture if you could.
Yeah,
Look
there's
at
one of
that.
mine. That's my queen, my junior teen.
Judy, when you go to
Emily.
an event like that and you see and you capture moments like that, how do you feel in that
Oh,
instant? You have to feel
It's
such
just,
pride.
I'm so
right?
proud. I'm just so
Yeah.
proud. And the moms are fabulous. They are just fabulous. We tried, that was something that was presented to me about 2 weeks before that happened from
Yeah.
a lady that I knew, and she knew I had the queens. And she needed the older ones. My little ones were kind of disappointed,
Sure.
but they didn't want little ones, running around. And it's
that's
just,
so
and that
great.
was my queen, my preteen a couple years ago. There's my preteen now.
Is that Jenna?
Yeah, Jenna
Jenna
Lovestead.
Lovestead.
Jenna Lovestead. Yeah, I know
Yep.
her parents, and I
They
know
just-
Jenna too. I mean,
they
you
just
know,
had so
so
much fun.
great.
It is. It's great. Yep. It is.
Oh, Judy, do you need? Do you need volunteers? Do you need any help for the event, the pageant on the 1st of June? What do you need at this
We
point?
pretty well have. We need
You
contestants.
need a bodyguard. You need
Yeah,
me to
we
show
need
up.
contestants.
the more the
That's-
merrier. The more
Okay.
people that want to be involved, they can reach out to either of us
Yeah.
Okay.
via Facebook or any information that was on pamphlets. You
Right.
can
Sure.
most definitely reach out to either of us, and
You could even co-MC this year.
Oh my!
that would be
Ooh.
neat.
I'll have to have my person call your people.
Okay.
And see what
Okay.
my schedule is.
That'd be cool.
I have
That
a lot
would
of
be
stuff
cool.
this summer, but June 1st, is it still at Central Middle School?
Yes,
Yes.
so
Okay.
far.
Okay. The big stage.
Yes.
Oh my!
Big stage.
That's a big stage.
They
My
love
favorite
it.
weekend
Wow.
We love it.
So
since I was little.
from 4 to 15 years old,
Right.
please consider, and if you're watching this and
Yes.
if it's a granddaughter or a niece or whomever, reach out. Muscatine, Louisa counties only. 4 to 6 is Little Miss, junior 7 to 9, preteen 10 to 12, junior teen 13 to 15. Geez, Tony, it's almost as if all the info is on the pamphlet.
It is. It
Ay,
is.
ay, ay.
We want the parents to be prepared before they actually get involved.
Yes.
And you might have seen it on there. We do charge $50 entry fee.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Since it's so late, of the late ones, we're going down to $25, but that helps
Oh.
pay for the expenses of just getting the pamphlets done
Awesome.
and the things ready to go before we actually start.
Judy, did you think, just a couple of years ago when you got this thing rolling in the area that you'd be sitting here talking about the 38th annual
No.
CNS pageant system?
Actually, the first year I did it, we had like 75 entries, and
Wow.
I had to narrow them down to 25.
Jeez.
And
Louise.
I had celebrities coming from Nashville and that to judge
Yeah.
and everything. And it was just a fun thing to do.
Sure.
And after that, I started getting calls every year about it. So we just kind of
Gosh.
kept it up.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just, I love the history and the amount of work. I can appreciate the amount of work that it takes to
Right.
do this every year.
Especially with Debbie Hendricks. She's been with me for
Right.
years and years auditing.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's just like one of the gang too and family.
Debbie
she puts
is
in a lot
great.
of input for us as well.
Well,
Yeah.
I worked with Debbie for years, 5 years, right, at the radio station, and
Yes.
I love Debbie. She's wonderful. Melissa, who we talked about earlier, that's
Oh.
Melissa literally at this moment might be on jewelry television.
She could be right
selling
now.
some stuff. This is Melissa. This is Debbie's daughter.
Yep.
She's wonderful.
She's great MC.
She is a great MC.
She is.
She's very
Yep.
sharp,
Yep.
very funny,
I think Kaylee's learned a lot from her when she started.
Wow.
MCing.
Absolutely.
Melissa is just fantastic.
And she started out, she's now on Jewelry TV, and she started out
4 years old.
on Little Miss Muscatine stage, her entertainment career. So it
Isn't
just
that
goes to show you
impressive? Right.
how exciting it is. For instance, when I competed in Miss Iowa, you know, though the programs are different, you still work a lot with the the other programs because you all have the same end goal in mind. Volunteering and being a part of the community and being the ambassador for your age group.
100%.
But Miss California USA, Kelly Johnson, she was also Miss Colorado.
Okay.
I competed with her in Miss Iowa, and she went on to win third runner-up at Miss America.
Holy moly.
She met Ellen DeGeneres. You know,
Jeez Louise.
there's so many things that the pageant world opens up opportunity for, and it's amazing.
And it's nice to be able to hear.
Nurse Kelly is, I'm sure you guys have heard about her. Yeah, Nurse Kelly. She was on The View.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I know exactly who that
Monologue,
is.
Absolutely. Kelly Johnson.
There's so many good positive experiences, right?
Yep.
Right.
First-hand experience.
Absolutely.
And then all these girls that have become women that will say the same thing. I mean, it's proof when you can have your own kids and then get them involved with CNS pageant systems. So that's where that legacy is
Right.
there,
Yes.
right? And Judy, that's where we know you've done such a great job.
Thank you. We try.
Good for
We have
you.
a lot of good helpers.
Well, I know it takes an army to
Yes,
pull
it
off
does.
an
Yes.
event like this. So again, the theme, This Is Us, 38th annual, June 1st, coming up, 2019. Gosh, that'll be here soon. Hey, you know what? Judy, come June, it has to be warm.
Thank
Right?
heavens.
Yes.
Thank
Hopefully.
heavens.
I mean, thank you for not having it like now because it would be still miserably
One year we had a
cold.
storm and the complete auditorium went up for 15 minutes before it was
my
ready
gosh.
to start.
Oh my gosh.
And everybody's in a panic and I'm sitting there so calm and they go, how can you be calm? And I
It
said,
was
well,
the day after the 2007 tornado.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
light
That's when your
power and
event-
water came
Oh my
and
gosh.
I said, there's nothing we do. Everything was dark. And a father out of the audience says, wait a minute, I'll take care of this. And he went up on stage and started playing piano and singing. Everybody was singing.
Yeah.
And then
So
5
great.
minutes before he was ready to start, lights went on. I just knew it would happen.
Good timing.
I
Yeah.
know, I'm not too worried.
Well, I tell you what, again, if you need to get signed up, Ryan, I'd love to show the pamphlet one more time. Please, deadline, Friday.
Yes, please, contact
Call
me.
Judy, contact
We
Kaylee,
really
whatever you
need
need.
contestants
Yes.
this year. The economy has kind of dropped off a little bit with
Okay.
having that, and we really need a lot of contestants, more contestants. We limit it to a certain amount, so it's not crazy, but we definitely need some more contestants.
Well, I
in
hope-
every
The more the
age.
merrier.
Yeah, please. I hope that everybody watching can relay
And like
this.
I said, there is an entry fee
Sure.
that helps pay for expenses. But at least we've gone down to the 25 for the latest
Yeah.
ones that want to get in.
Well-
And they definitely get their money worth.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
And again, I love your approach to keeping it stress-free.
Right.
And I'm just so excited to be able to talk to you with, the 38th annual event.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
having
I
us.
don't have
Yes.
a lot of guests that have done stuff that are
Hopefully next
dedicated.
time we'll be with the 2019 Queens.
Yeah, that
The
would be
new
great.
queens. That
Right,
would be
this
fun.
summer. Please
Yeah,
come back.
could
Oh
be.
my
Yeah,
gosh,
they
good
would love it.
idea.
Thank
That would be
you.
so fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Let's just plan on that.
That'd be great. Thank you.
We'll just lock something in for June.
Sounds good.
And we'll keep this week talking about getting people signed up, and
Sounds
we'll
great. Thank you.
remind our audience to.
And
please.
there are a few applications here that
Yeah,
we'll leave with you.
please,
So
look.
if anybody wants to step
Right
out
here.
and see Tony, we've
It's
got
right
some.
here. Get
Yep.
signed up and don't miss out. 38th annual CNS Pageant Systems, June 1st is the event. The deadline to sign up is this Friday. Thank you, ladies. I
Yes,
appreciate
thank
it.
you for
Such
having
a
us.
great story. And wow, what a great. I'm so glad that we made this happen. And get signed up, right? From 4 to 15 years old, we want you to take part. All right, we're going to go to the Toyota Muscatine cart camera. Cody is wired for sound, literally, and ready to go. So we're talking about today being Fat Tuesday. Cody is going to go through the bakery. I just wanted to show some donuts, Cody, because donuts count for Fat Tuesday, right? I mean, and think about this, Cody. As you get near those donuts, just kind of do a very slow walk, and then we'll send Cody to the front of the store near that Mardi Gras display. Every single donut in that case is fried every day by hand. Every single donut, every single day, right? Nothing is frozen. Nothing comes off of a truck. It's the fact that we brought the donut frying back into the store has created jobs for people. I just can't say enough about how fantastic it is that we have those donuts that are fried every single day. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about where to get donuts for an event or just for breakfast or just because getting your donuts at Hy-Vee, you know that they're fresh. All right, Cody, let's go to the front of the store. Thank you again, ladies. I appreciate it. Anytime. We're going to go to that Mardi Gras display because, again, it is Fat Tuesday. Have yourself some king cake. Have a poochki. I think that's how you say it. A poochki. Something like that. I'm never going to say it right, but I'm going to keep trying. And don't forget to not eat. Please don't eat the plastic beads or the plastic baby that's in the king cake. There's a warning on there for a reason. Don't do it. All right, so Cody is going to show us that display right across from Floral. You can't miss it. Walk in, get taken care of. And again, keep in mind, you can have really whatever you want on Fat Tuesday. It doesn't have to be limited to just a poochki or a king cake. It's a good display. And Cody, if you're able to pull that camera up a little and show them the world's biggest Mardi Gras balloon, I feel like this balloon would last 2 minutes in my house. Boom, look at the size of that thing. Right? You get enough of those, and all of a sudden, you're floating away, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll get you taken care of for Fat Tuesday right here at Hy-Vee. All right.
I'll take a lot of those balloons to float you away, dude.
Several.
Several for
well,
me,
a couple
I know.
less than last year.
Yeah.
Jim Simmons is with us. Can you believe that, I mean, people still come out in droves for the king cake?
I know.
It's great. I've had it.
These
The
things,
poochkis
the
are
poochkis are really
fantastic.
good. I've never really had much of the king cake.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm sure it's great.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
It is good. It's just kind of weird that, don't eat the beads or the baby, that the fact that there's a warning on there. I can appreciate that. So we go from a day, Jim, where people are going to essentially eat whatever you want. And I had Cody walk by the donut case because I just want to remind folks again that those donuts, every single one of them, by hand, every single day.
Every day.
And every day they get pulled and every day they get reset.
Yes.
It's an incredible thing. So if that's what you're going to enjoy on Fat Tuesday, I'm an old-fashioned, those old-fashioned donuts that we've got. You love the blueberry one.
Blueberry streusel is really good. I mean, I love a good glazed donut, too. I mean, donuts are just good when they're fresh fried.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing. I mean, we're no
100%.
different than any specialty shop, quite honestly.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not paying the specialty shop price because they fry them just like we do. Matter of fact, they use the same dough or the same mix.
Yeah.
It's the exact same donut. It's just you're not paying $3 and $4 for it.
And what's crazy to me is that there's just some places where the donuts come off of a truck and they're frozen.
Yeah.
And then I guess they're just like baked. I don't even know.
They're heated in an oven and then glazed.
Yeah.
Or iced or whatever.
You can't. There is no comparison when you can watch people make the dough, and then the next thing you know, they're cranking out or they're cutting it into a different shape. Whether it's like the Long John thing, it's so fun to watch that process happen.
And then it's so weird because that's what we do today. Then we, refrigerate it, and then we proof it the next day, and then we fry it, and it's a process. It takes a lot of hours to make that happen.
So today's a day for people to kind of indulge. Tomorrow Lent starts, and there'll be a lot of folks that are giving up things for Lent. They'll go 40 days. Some people will go without, try and go without sweets or savory things or whatever the case may be. A lot of people will maybe restart, a New Year's resolution to eat healthy, and that's where we've got this fantastic seafood sale. It's timed perfectly. So Lent is tomorrow, the 6th, and then starting on Thursday, any day is a good day to buy seafood from Hy-Vee.
Right.
Any day. It's
the
freshest
only place
in
really
town.
to buy it.
Hy-Vee's the only company that responsibly fishes the oceans. They don't buy things from people that are like poaching or whatever.
Right.
And they have somebody that inspects all of the seafood so that before it gets to a store in Muscatine, Iowa, they know that it's good and that it's fresh.
Yes.
And that's a lot of work. It's almost like Hy-Vee as a company doesn't have to take all of those steps, but they've dedicated themselves to doing it.
Yes.
And that's where when you see the seafood ad that's on the back page of the Voice of Muscatine, or if you just walk into the store and you walk past that seafood case, you can tell how great everything is because it just looks so good. Here's what's on the ad: Captain John's Seafood Sale, the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So many good opportunities to save. Any personal favorite for you on that ad?
I'm a big scallop type person, shrimp.
Yep.
I like that kind of stuff. I mean, it has to be mild for me. The tilapia would be really good for me.
Oh, yeah.
believe it or not, crawfish, I've had that done well.
Yeah.
And it's very good. I can't do the insides of one, but the tail of it I can. Haven't graduated up to that point yet. Our biggest sellers will be the catfish.
100%.
Oh
my
people
gosh.
just go crazy over it. The crab cakes are really good. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's a lot of cool stuff on there. We got that's something that's not in this ad is our salmon portions start tomorrow
Right.
at $4.99, which
Yeah.
is a great deal on that. We have so many different types of salmon. You know, salmon's one of our big sellers, and I'm not a big salmon person, but
Mm-hmm. Sure.
people will just, it's super healthy for you. And that is one of the areas that we make sure, I mean, all of our areas we make sure that we're responsible, I'll
Yep.
put it that way, on how we're fishing it. And that's why sometimes you'll walk in and go, why don't you have that? Well, we can't get it right now because
Right,
it's
literally.
it may be out of season, or they just haven't caught many, and the way they do it, we have to buy it that way. So you're not going to find things that are just random
No.
that came
It's
from
awesome.
overseas that shouldn't be. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen here.
On the bottom of that ad, we have some verbiage about how Hy-Vee is super, and all of this is legitimate, right? Like, it's true how committed they are.
Yeah.
So Hy-Vee became the first, think about this, the first Midwest retailer to source 100% of the fresh and frozen seafood from environmentally responsible sources. The first in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Think about how big the Midwest is.
Yeah.
And it's not half of it, it's 100%. So
Yeah.
everything that we bring in is responsibly sourced because we don't want to deplete our oceans of certain species, right?
We want it forever.
Yeah.
And the cool part about it is we're in the whole country. I mean, out of all retailers, Greenpeace rated us number 2 in the whole United States of being responsible
Yeah.
and doing the right thing. So it's a really cool deal. I think it should mean a lot to you.
Yeah.
It should mean a lot to every single person that just heard that, because there's not all retailers do that.
Sure.
They're buying it from places that you probably don't want to get your seafood from.
Yeah.
And it's not set up to have that particular fish here forever. You know,
Yeah.
they're about cleaning it out and going. And that's, you know, I look at crab legs. Ours comes from Alaska. It's fished the proper way. We don't get it off the other guy's boat, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And it just has to be that way. So it's kind of cool. It really is.
I'll tell you what, they do a really good job. We just got a comment on Facebook that I want to share from Luann, and this talks about something that we love, and there's certainly fuel savers in the seafood department. Luann says, I want to share my experience with Fuel Saver. I filled up my vehicle yesterday with 15 gallons of gas and paid 15 cents.
Yep.
Saved almost $39. Bravo, Hy-Vee. No, Luann, bravo to you, because that is what we love to see our customers do. I mean, that's smart, right? Luann,
Yes.
I guarantee you Luann bought things that she needs for herself and her family that happen to have a fuel saver. Again, it's not like we're selling you, a bathroom sink or anything like that. It's all practical stuff,
Yeah,
right? Throughout
exactly.
the entire store, and that's just more proof in the pudding.
Yes.
I love stories like that, when people will... just yesterday with the keto pancake mix that we just showed, I bought 2 of them. They each had a 20-cent fuel saver. I got 40 cents.
Yeah.
And I went home and tried it, and it was fantastic.
Yeah,
So it was like a
that's cool.
double win-win,
Yeah,
right?
that's super cool.
So you hear stories like that all the time. We never get tired of it, though. That's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Because nobody else has the power of the fuel saver.
Right.
I mean, it's unbelievable to see how excited people get.
Yeah, we were over, what did I say, 46,000, 47,000?
Yeah.
I can't remember. That was just last month.
Unbelievable.
We'll have to get that number out to people
Yeah.
so they realize how much they save.
Right.
Because it's a ton. And, I still get people that say, oh, it doesn't work. It's never one on what I buy.
Right.
I mean, we change it up so often.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
on water. Do you not drink water? I mean, I don't get it. I look at Mike's case. He's always got so many in the meat department. And he does a great job with that. Produce is getting better at it. We got it in the bakery all the time. I mean, it's just everywhere. And if you actually shop it, and it's in our ads too. I mean, it's all over our ads, and there's no reason for you not to save.
No.
There's just none.
It's so easy to do. And that includes something that I wanted to talk about is for the folks that use the aisles online. You can, use your fuel saver when you shop online.
Yeah.
And the thing about aisles online, I mean, I've been here a year and 2 months, and I don't think there's been any other part of the store that has experienced as much growth as aisles online.
I would agree.
And especially with the winter that we've had, where folks have the power to shop from home, shop from the comforts of home, and know that the people that work here have been doing it for several years and have the experience. There is something, Ryan, and I posted this on the Hy-Vee Facebook page last night, for new Isles Online customers, we can save them 10% off.
Oh,
this is exciting. Good. So they can use the promo code WELCOME, and if you are a first-time Isles Online customer, and what an experience,
yeah,
right?
That's cool. I didn't even know that was out there. That is really cool.
Company-wide, Hy-Vee understands, as much as we want people to come to the stores, when life gets busy and weather can be a part of that, you've got a lot to handle with family, work. We get it. Kids. Shopping online is so convenient. And then, by the way, Hy-Vee is the only place that will deliver your order Sunday. Right. Leaving my house Sunday around 10 a.m. to pick up my mom. I pulled out of my driveway. My next door neighbor, Kathy, getting Hy-Vee groceries delivered. I saw the van.
That's cool.
I saw the totes, and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought for a second, did I order something? And then they went to my neighbor's house, and I was like, thank you, Kathy. That's fantastic.
That is cool.
So Kathy my neighbor shopped online and delivered right to her house.
Yeah, it is.
Unreal.
It is unreal. It's crazy how much this has grown. We've been there's some days we just struggle to keep up. And we'll have 6 shoppers and 3 people delivering, and then if the weather hits, it makes it harder because then we're like, oh, do I go out into this? It's kind of, I got to be safe with my team too. And it's been kind of a crazy winter. And the Isles Online, you are right. That is probably the largest growing part of the store.
Yeah.
It's just out of control. I mean, it's just awesome. I love it. And that's something we're always getting better on. You helped me a lot with that. Matter of fact, we just talked about yesterday about having another meeting just to cover things because customers share their concerns, and we want to make sure we're on top of it. So we do have meetings on that quite often just to make sure that things are covered and taken care of, and try to make it the absolute best experience possible.
Well, Hy-Vee is going to always be known for the best customer service and the best selection, and you have to take both of those philosophies and make sure that they're there with every online order.
That's right.
Because the experience should be, even though you're at home on your phone or on your computer, when you either come to the store and pick up your order or we show up to your home, we want to just, win in the customer service game and take care of you.
That's right.
And I tell you what, the people that are behind the scenes that you'll start to see more of that are doing these online orders, they care so much.
Yeah, they do.
That's just it, right? Hy-Vee was ahead of the game, ahead of the competition with regards to online ordering, and nobody will be able to touch the service side, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the convenience and the fact that you can trust the people that are doing the shopping for you because they genuinely care.
Yeah.
Even when it gets that busy,
yeah.
they're all in it and they get it done. There's not been a day, even on some of those days where the amount of orders is towing the line of 100 plus for a single day, which is a lot. Nobody's order goes unshopped.
Right.
That's the thing. Like, we all get it done, and that includes if I got to jump in and shop an order.
Yeah.
Right. I've learned where a lot more stuff is in this store. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You learn real quick when you're shopping somebody's order. But that's just something that I wanted people to know. If you're thinking about trying it, check out that promo code again. Use the promo code WELCOME and save.
That's cool.
Something else. So Cody, can we go to the cart cam? I just want to go near the front of the store if we could. Because the folks up front that are working, at the registers, that are taking care of people, again, it's just an important part of, those interactions when people go shopping. Some people are just starved for a conversation. Some people might not have a lot of folks to talk to, and they come to a place like Hy-Vee. It's a social hub, and they look forward to seeing familiar faces at the registers, right? So
I agree 100%.
And whether that's, Sherry or Kathy or customer service
Mary,
folks.
Denise. Maybe it's 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
we got,
right. Absolutely.
Mariah and the kids on the front end, Lexi, all those kids. I mean, they all care too. I mean, it's crazy. We'll stub our toe every. She's gonna hide. Look at her.
Oh no, Sherry loves the attention now.
Yeah, here it goes. So
she's like, that's probably
she's
not
trying
on.
to sneak behind. What are you doing?
Look at her smile. She knows it's on.
Yeah.
That's Sherry going, oh, I bet she was talking through her teeth. Yeah. So Sherry and Kathy are here right now. They are real live human beings that are ready to take care of you.
Yes, that's right.
Right? You can't put a price on having somebody there to get you in and out. And the thing is, Jose, I mean, I don't know. He knows.
What a personality.
He knows so many people.
Yep.
And by the way, when Jose was in the meat department, probably the best salsa I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we were able to keep his recipe.
Yeah,
I know.
We still make it. It's good stuff.
There's Phil talking to the president right now on the phone.
Yeah, he's getting his orders for the day.
So they do a good job. Tara doing some online orders.
Yep,
it's a nice feeling up front to be able to see those folks. And I'll tell you this, you can absolutely get through a checkout line faster when there's a person taking care of you versus if you're trying to do it yourself.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I for one, I don't know. I just look at it this way. When I get off work, just like last night, I got off work and I had to buy things. I'm off work. The last thing I want to do is have to do more work and check myself out. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We had our team working. I think it was just before 6 p.m. and we had 4 registers open. I didn't wait, and that's not because it was me. It was just because we're ready to take care of people.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about Hy-Vee, and what I've appreciated the most, I think, is when we get busy, we open more registers.
Yeah.
And there's days when every single register is open.
Yeah. You have to.
It's just the right thing to do.
We're not perfect.
Sure.
We make mistakes. I mean, I'll be the first guy to admit that, but we do try super hard to make sure it's a great place to be. People to come in and feel welcome, and just feel better when they leave.
Yeah.
And that's the key. I mean, we're gonna stub our toe. We're human. But it's how you react to those things and what you do to make it better that counts, I think.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a great story to watch this place evolve and to understand how many people love Aisles Online. They swear by it. And then at the same time, folks that are here every single day. There's a mom and 2 kids. I don't know them. As we were doing the show and talking to Judy Connor, I saw them walk by. They're here 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah. And it's just nice seeing so many folks, familiar faces. And then, even people that are new to town, right? Since we have all these great companies, and people that make that decision to live and work in Muscatine, they seem to find themselves at Hy-Vee. And whether it's their first time ever, I've had a couple people in the last 2 or 3 months, first time ever in a Hy-Vee.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, I wish I had this,
I can't tell you how many compliments we get that way.
Sure.
And just people out of town stop in and they just can't believe what we got.
Right.
That's super cool. It's exciting when I have customers coming from Davenport because our produce is that much better.
Sure.
Just things like that make all the difference, know. And when you hear a story, it makes you want to come back to work tomorrow, because that's why we're in it, And it's just a lot of fun, and we got a great team and great customers, and it just makes life so good.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, produce is just a whole other animal. I mean, that's just like the seafood, right? It has to be the best. That citrus sail, I mean, the colors are so vibrant up there.
Yeah, I thought it looked great.
Man, it just looks good. I mean, and just everywhere. I mean, like, they've got some new displays that hold some of the produce that just look good. The bakery has all new tables you can kind of see behind us right now. So, everything is in really good shape, and we're just ready to go. So whether you come in and see us on Fat Tuesday, or if you come in each Wednesday, I love the people that come in for Wellness Wednesday that save 10%. A lot of people took advantage of the Make My Monday yesterday. Whatever brings you here, we're ready to go. And by all means, if you want to check out the Aisles Online experience, because the fact is, Hy-Vee will be the only place in Muscatine that will deliver groceries.
Right.
So you can pick up as well, but if you're thinking, man, life is so wild, so busy right now, can we deliver? Yep.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, the convenience. I have friends that are my age that have, just like I do, 3, 4 kids, and they swear by it. They can't appreciate it enough.
Yeah.
Because the amount of time and the coordination it would take to get 3 or 4 kids in the car, out of the car, in the store,
once
in the winter.
Get in the store, then what's going to happen, Trust me, I remember those days.
Yeah.
I only had 2 kids. I can't imagine
it's
having
a coordinated
3 or
effort.
4. That's just crazy.
I tell you what, it is a lot of fun, and the folks behind the scenes, they're busting their humps, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's great.
So please know that they're here for you. All right, Poochki's King Cake Fat Tuesday. It's going on right now, and Lent will start tomorrow.
Yep.
I haven't even thought if I'm going to give anything up. I have some ideas. I'm kind of trying to, you know how hard it is to sit here and not just open that up and have one of those.
Those things are so good too.
I'm really trying to get back on the strict diet, but because I got to get, because pretty soon it'll be, get off of work and take the kids to the pool.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome, though. I can't wait. Daylight savings this weekend.
Daylight savings, best time of the year.
Get off work, and it's daylight for
Right.
another 2 or 3 hours. I'm pumped. I can't wait.
And then for folks like I know yourself, you probably just look at the motorcycle and you go, soon.
Yeah,
soon.
This weather's killing me.
Oh, so many people that love to ride. They just, I was talking to a friend of mine about this past weekend, and he said he's having motorcycle withdrawal.
Isn't that crazy?
I was like, that's almost a real thing, right? But and just the daylight savings thing. I mean, it all goes hand in hand. I saw that we may have snow one day this week, but then 46 and 47 degree temps. So it'll snow and it'll be gone.
Hopefully.
And that's good. All right, Jim Simmons, Hy-Vee store director. Thank you for your time.
Thank
we appreciate it. Let's
appreciate
go, if we could, back to the aisle cam up front. And again, these are going to go quick, the king cake and the poochkies. And if they do go quick, just go back to the bakery and get yourself some donuts because they're the best. And I can't tell you, last week, fine, I'll admit it, I had 2 of the old-fashioned donuts. I had to do it. They're just calling my name. All right. They're, and we're like featuring them. We're featuring them on online and on the Hy-Vee app, those old-fashioned donuts. You really can't beat it. They're super good. And yes, in addition to that, right, the milk campaign, right, the Great American Milk Drive, you can help those in our community and donate at the register. You can purchase a half-gallon or gallon of milk. That is going on all month long for March. Great American Milk Drive right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. So in addition to, again, all the things that we do every day, take care of you, giving back is crucial. And, it's just a good place to be. And whether I say that ad nauseum or not, it's true, right? It is true. That's for sure. So, wow, good deal. I'm telling you, these poochkies, just the one with the powdered sugar on it, it would be so messy. I would have powdered sugar everywhere. I'd have a powdered sugar goatee. But it would be well worth it. All right. Okay. Let's talk about a couple things. We've already showed you the wine the seafood sale. We don't have to worry about that. Wine and spirits deal is still going on. I say this because March 17th will be here soon. Next weekend, as a matter of fact, that's St. Patty's Day, next Sunday, right? So in the meanwhile, if you need to restock the bar at home, you can get taken care of right here, right now. Kayleen and her crew, deals. The Guinness, keep in mind. The Guinness 8-pack, $12.99. You can also get the 8-pack with the Guinness glass that comes with it. Those are 8 14.9-ounce cans of Guinness and a glass, $12.99. Great deal. The Jameson is an unbelievable savings. It's a 750 ml bottle and the 2 complimentary smaller bottles. And Bailey's. My grandma, the late great Grandma Babe, Grandma Catherine, my daughter's middle name sake, loved Bailey's. Now, Grandma didn't drink Baileys that much, but Grandma had a closet full of Baileys because people would give Grandma Baileys. And Grandma was not a big drinker, like I said, but everybody thought, let's get Grandma a bottle of Baileys. And she literally had a closet full of Baileys. She's like, I'm never going to get through all of this, but you don't want to be rude, and Grandma certainly was not rude. Now, if anybody wants to give me a closet of Jameson, I'm happy to make the space in my humble abode. This is the laundry room and the closet of Jameson. It's just great. My shirts all smell like Jameson. Debbie on Facebook saying, wow, I didn't know that Hy-Vee delivered groceries. 100%, Debbie. Right to your door. They've got these cool totes, and here's a bag, boom, hand them to you. We are living in the future, y'all. You could be sitting on the couch in some sweatpants, and you're ordering groceries. You're virtually going up and down the aisles, and then you set the time, and they deliver, or you cruise up to the store, and you don't even have to get out. Some people just push the button, and very, very well. All right, I want to talk about the just one more thing, maybe two if you've got it. So the domestic violence shelter dinner at DeBeats next Wednesday, the 13th of March. Have dinner at 5:30 or 7:30. Portion of sales will go to the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter, which relies, again, solely on donations and support of individuals and businesses to remain open so that women and children who find themselves, unfortunately, in domestic violence situations have a place to flee, right? So they can flee domestic violence, and the shelter is there for them. New Beginnings fundraiser coming up April 6th. We'll talk to Judy Yates and Susan Frears on Friday's show. Tickets going very quickly for that. This, again, is next week, March 13th, at DeBeats Bistro and Wine Bar in downtown Muscatine. RSVP, 2 seatings, 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. Also coming up this weekend, the Wilton Fine Arts Guild, our friends, have been getting ready for Dilemmas with dinner. This is a lot of fun. They've got several weekends ready to go in Wilton at the Wilton Community Center. Check out this show. It should be a lot of fun. Dinner, theater, fun time, Dilemmas with Dinners. Tickets, call 563-732-2323, March 8th and 9th. That's Friday, Saturday. Also a show on Sunday, this Sunday, March 10th, and then the 15th and 16th in Wilton, Iowa, for the Wilton Fine Arts Guild. We appreciate them. Tomorrow, Lent will begin. It'll be Wednesday, middle of the week, Wellness Wednesday here at the store. We will talk to Pastor Dan Baldwin with Grace Lutheran Church. They've got their chili, their chili contest. I judged 17 or 18 chilies last year. They have invited me back. I guess I did a good enough job. Who knew that this guy could eat a lot of chili and live to tell about it? I have to say, last year was the first time that they did this at Grace Lutheran. Last year was my first time at Grace Lutheran Church. They had a fantastic turnout, and 17 or 18 people created their own chili, brought it out. Great group of people, very welcoming, and I look forward to judging again this Sunday at Grace Lutheran. It's open to the public, so if you find yourself a chili lover and you want to come out and eat well, please do. You're invited to, by all accounts. And we'll talk to Pastor Dan Baldwin about that tomorrow. I look forward to seeing him. We'll have a great conversation. And I'll get ready to just don't let me forget Tums, okay? I mean, I get heartburn just thinking about chili, let alone sampling it. So I got to make sure that I bring my own Tums. BYOT. Bring your own Tums on Sunday. We'll do that. All right. Well, Delmer, it's time for us to share some king cake since it is Fat Tuesday, everybody. That's right. Yes, here we go. All right, March, can you believe it? Oh, my goodness. Pretty soon we'll be talking about spring break, and warmer weather will show up, and an excuse to be outside. Like Jim said, daylight savings time this weekend. I, for one, the winter blues is a very real thing for a lot of us, and it doesn't help when you look outside at 5 o'clock and it's dark out. That will change this weekend. And even if the temps are slowly getting warmer, it'll only help that process along. Thank you to Judy Connor with CNS Pageant Systems and to her granddaughter, Kaylee Boyce, for taking the time to be with us. Kaylee and Judy did a great job. The 38th annual CNS Pageant Systems event is coming up June 1st. The original pageant in Muscatine. Here she is, little Miss Muscatine. You can fill out an application. The deadline is this Friday, and Judy's been doing this again 38 years strong. That is a heck of a story, and we really appreciate her time. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust for the Aisle Cam sponsorship, Toyota of Muscatine with the Cart Cam. And tomorrow we'll do the job board with Team Staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard. And you watching this show right now, we appreciate you very much. Whether you check us out live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, or if you watch it every single night on cable, Muscatine Power and Water, Channel 5. Shout out to everybody at RE/MAX. And you can always see the latest real estate listings right on Channel 5. And then this show, 7:30 and 10:30, Hy-Vee Today with yours truly. Email me, call me, contact me should you need anything. We would love guest recommendations, ideas that you want us to do. And don't forget also this Friday, we will hand out a $25 Hy-Vee gift card to a random shopper. So maybe you just want to be in the store while the show's going on between 8:30 and 9:30, live Friday. You could win our Facebook Fan Friday. Each and every Friday, handed out a gift card to an unsuspecting, surprising a customer with a gift card just for being here. All right, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day or your evening, and we'll see you soon. Fat Tuesday continues. Oh, man, these poochkis, I'm telling you, this thing is heavy. This is a heavy container of poochkis. Don't forget the milk. All right, goodbye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.